for a criminal trespass in a third degree. The case has been pending since November 24th of 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant. I'm going to release you because you're being held on that felony matter. Your next court date's in Justice Court, October 30th at 10 a.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you. It looks like Gary Grinchwich. Does he have counsel in the case? All right, Gary Grinchwich is your appointed counsel. You also have misdemeanor cases where you have a new charge of drug paraphernalia, then you have a shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, and two separate soliciting cases that are been in warrant status. I am going to quash those warrants. I'm going to release you, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court, December 12th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Your city public defender will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you. But guys, yeah, go out there and sit down.
What is your full name, please?
Julie Mercine.
What's
I found my case was dismissed.
Hold
Last time I went to court.
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Explain. You were arrested today for a new charge of shoplifting.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also you have a separate case for shoplifting, criminal trespass, and failure to obey a lawful order. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will. Let me speak, please. Enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you. November 4th at 10 a.m. is your next court date. Don't go back to the store locations. You're excused. Thank you. You're excused. What is your full name, please? Jail, can you unmute, please? What is your full name, sir?
Baldwin.
All right, you have a couple of cases pending in city court. New charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, criminal trespass from today's date. You also have a domestic violence, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass in a first degree, damaging a vehicle without the consent of an owner from today's date. You also have a third case, 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 1 count of first criminal trespass in a first degree from today's date, and then a 4th case for criminal domestic violence, criminal damage from August 18th, 2025. My enter pleas of not guilty. Looks like you already have pending 2 other domestic violence cases, and you're on felony probation. You have a probation hold on you. I'm going to set your bond at $2,000 on these new charges. Appoint the city public defender. No, actually, Miss Musser.
She didn't use it. That's my.
All right.
PO.
So Miss Musser is going to be your new attorney on these new charges. You'll see Judge Millian in domestic violence court October 29th at 1:30 p.m. in city court. You are excused. Thank you.
That's all, man.
What is your full name, please?
Eduardo Gomez.
Are you a junior?
Excuse me?
Are you a junior?
Yes, I am.
You have new charges of criminal trespass, criminal damage, drug paraphernalia from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You have a separate case for criminal trespass in a second degree from today's date. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you because it looks like you're being held on another case, a Superior Court matter. Your next court date is going to be in City Court, December 12th at 9 a.m. I'll appoint you a city public defender to help you with your case. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You're excused. What is your name, please?
Joshua Ortega.
You had a warrant that the jail found for your arrest for unlawful possession of prescription drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. This case has been pending since May 23rd, 2025. I'll quash the warrant, release you because you're being held on a felony matter. Your next court date's going to be in city court, December 12th at 9 a.m. I'll appoint a city public defender so they can help you with your city case. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Jada Pima.
You are charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'm going to allow you to be released, but you're not allowed to go back to the Eddie's house. I don't know. I guess you guys live together, but you can have contact. Just don't go to where he lives. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, November 25th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear in court. If you do not, a warrant could issue for your arrest, and a new charge of failing to appear in court could be added to your case. You are excused. Thank you.
Judge, I believe Mr. Moreno refused. So this is the third refusal. So if the court wants to waive his presence, I'm willing to waive his presence.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Your Honor, Mr. Moreno is, I believe, refusing for the third time. I don't mind going forward without him.
All right, State versus Jose Moreno, who is currently in custody. Mr. Goodman is present. Defense counsel is present. Defense counsel is waiving his presence. He's refused to appear in court at least 3 other times. Defense counsel is willing to waive his presence for the purpose of this hearing. Mr. Moreno has a hold on him, I believe. Let's see, what did I see? Moreno. He has a bond on him already. So he's charged with 1 count of burglary in 3rd degree, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of theft, a class 5 felony. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. And Mr. Goodman, your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, recommending 10,000, given that he's pending sentencing on 2 felony matters. I believe this one predates those 2 cases. Nonetheless, DNA ties him to the scene.
Defense counsel?
Judge, I would just ask for a $2,000 bond for time credit.
Mr. Moreno, the court's going to set a bond of $10,000 for Mr. Moreno. He's not allowed to have any contact with the victims involved in this case. Daniel South is his appointed counsel, and his preliminary hearing is set October 30th at 1:30 p.m. Thank you all. You're excused. I'm sorry. He's not excused because he's not here. Sorry, y'all. You're not excused yet.
Wouldn't the prelim be the 31st, Judge?
Because I don't know. The clerk, when is his preliminary hearing? Or right now?
It's 10 days. 10 days from IA, so it would be the 31st.
Is it the 31st or the 30th? All right, it'll be the 31st. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Someone, yeah, I.
What is your full name, please? You had a warrant for your arrest for a charges of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The alleged offense date was May 31st, 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. Let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor regarding his bond recommendation. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, I'm asking the court to impose the warrant amount 500. I know this is a refiled case, but she told pretrial she knew about the court date. I don't think she's indicated she knew the specific date. But she's been failing to appear for that misdemeanor case that she's going to be seen on this morning as well. That warrants for a case from 2022. So she's already been failing to appear for the past 3 years for that matter.
Defense counsel.
Judge, I understand the state's concerns, but this is a low-level drug case, as the state pointed out. A return to sender notice was documented in the Superior Court file. She doesn't seem to have any other history, Your Honor. I acknowledge the failure to appear, but given the nature of the charge, we would ask for one more chance on pretrial services release. And that's it, Judge. Thank you.
Ms. Abernathy, your bond set at $500 plus release of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you cannot drink any alcohol, take any illegal drugs, and you certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. October 28th at 1:30 is your arraignment date. You also had a misdemeanor case out of Justice Court. It was a warrant for your arrest for a shoplifting case that's been pending since June 19th of 2022. I'm going to quash the warrants, release you. Your next court date in Justice Court is October 30th at 2:00 p.m. I will let Justice Court know that you are currently in custody on that felony matter. You are excused. Thank you. When's the 45 days? What is your full name, please? What is your full name, please?
Brianna Lopez,
What is your middle name?
Celeste,
You are been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
yes,
All right, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, you are not allowed to drink any alcohol. You cannot take any illegal drugs, and you cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It's set for next week, October 28, 2025 at 9 a.m. in Superior Court. You must be present for this hearing. If you're not present, a warrant could issue for your arrest, and you may no longer be eligible for this special diversion program. Defense counsel, you're waiving time limits for the preliminary hearing.
Yes, Judge, and I think 45 days puts us to December 5th.
Next hearing dates, the preliminary hearing is set for December 5th at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Lopez, you also have a misdemeanor case out of Justice Court. It was for a warrant for your arrest for shoplifting. The alleged incident date was from June 11th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. Your next court date in Justice Court is going to be October 31st at 8:30 a.m. You must be in court, ma'am. You've got to get the case resolved. Only way you can do that is by appearing in court. Next week, Friday, October 31st. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
George Madrill Coronado.
What is your last name?
Madrill.
How do you spell it?
M-A-D-M-A M-A
D-R-A-L.
yeah,
M-A-D-R-I-L. Does that sound good?
yes.
M-A-D-R-I-L, Judge.
You had a felony warrant for your arrest for an aggravated assault involving a deadly weapon, dangerous instrument. 1 count of aggravated assault, 2 misdemeanor charges for assault. The alleged incident date was from February 15th of 2024. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants, and you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's recommendation, then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, I understand the warrant amount that was set is $5,000, but typically at the arraignment hearings, that judge would not have the facts of the case. They would essentially just have the charges. I looked into the case, and essentially what occurred is this defendant attacked the victim with a hammer, and also I would say the ag assault impede breathing would be the more explanatory charge of involving strangling the victim or impeding her airway. So that would be the basis for requesting the higher bond amount of $50,000. And I'd imagine him not having a documented residence would be the issue in locating him and where he was at. He's almost maxed out on both scales. He's got an NVCA flag, and he did incur what I believe a new misdemeanor charges while he was at least on warrant status for that misdemeanor case he'll be seen on.
Defense counsel.
Thank you, Judge. So looking at Mr. Madril's history, I understand he has those 2 priors, but the last one is from 2017. It's for a drug offense, and the 2003 offense is also a drug offense. Your Honor, I understand what the state's position is, but if Your Honor is not inclined to release Mr. Madril to pretrial services supervision because he was never arrested on this previously, we just ask that the court honor the bond amount of the warrant. Thank you.
Mr. Madril, your bond set at $25,000. No contact with the victim. Do not call that person, see the person. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to that person's residence, work location, possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. Is this domestic violence case? And public defender's office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for October 28th at 1:30 p.m. You also, Mr. Madril, had a case out of justice court. It was a new charge of criminal trespass in the first degree. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I will release you on the misdemeanor case. Do not go back to the victim's residence location. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, October 31st at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on a felony matter. You also picked up a separate criminal trespass in the first degree out of city court. It was from March 25th of 2025. Going to enter pleas of not guilty. Set your next court date for December 19th at 9 a.m. and I'll appoint a city public defender to represent you. Your attorney will be in touch with you also from city court. You are excused. Thank you.
Judge, he was released on the city court. Thank you.
What is your full name, sir?
Brian Miller.
I'm sorry, say your name again.
Brian Miller.
What's your middle name, sir?
Jerome.
You are charged with aggravated assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. We'll hear first
Can you
from
find out Latasha Dooley for 25,000? Can you?
Mr. Miller, I need to hear from
Latasha.
his office regarding their bond amount. Mr. Goodman?
Your Honor, we're recommending $10,000 at pretrial services. The case involves, as you know, a McDonald's employee trespassing him, and in result of doing that, attacked that employee with a rock when he could have simply just walked away. And he did also incur new charges while on warrant status for two city court cases, as well as being maxed out on the scales with a flag.
Defense counsel?
Judge, given Mr. Miller has absolutely no felony criminal history, we are asking you to consider release to pretrial services. But if Your Honor is not inclined, given his financial circumstances, I'd ask the court to consider setting a $1,000 bond.
Mr. Miller, your bond set at $10,000. No contact with the victim. Don't go back to that business
Can you
location.
release Natasha Dooley
Public
Pump on
Defender's
25
Office is appointed. Your preliminary hearings October 31st at 1:30 p.m. You also had cases in city court, new charges of drug paraphernalia possession, 2 cases in warrant status involving criminal trespass, 2 separate criminal trespass cases involving theft and assault. I'm going to release you on those charges, appoint a city public defender to represent you. Your next court date is going to be set on October 30th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Jared William Osborne.
You are charged with sale of a dangerous drug, sale of a narcotic drug ×3. I'm going to enter plea in a misconduct involving a weapon being a prohibited possessor. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Goodman.
Your Honor, I'm recommending $10,000 with pretrial services. Although his prior is somewhat older, he has been already convicted of being a prohibited possessor, at least at that time, due to the juvenile history, as well as I believe that prior involves discharging a firearm. And in this case, he's possessing a firearm on at least 3 dates that we know of is essentially clearly documented sales transactions to law enforcement.
Defense counsel.
Judge, first thing I want to note is there's some handwritten notes on page 2 of the interim, but I couldn't read a single word of that interim complaint. If the court has a clearer copy and is able to look at the additional notes, then because the one I have right now is only the sale of a dangerous drug and narcotic drug ×3, but I don't have the prohibited possessor to make the remaining charges.
It says misconduct involving a weapon being a prohibited possessor. So the statute number is 1330-102A4. I don't know if you saw that handwritten note there.
I do have page 2, which is the handwritten note, Judge. I think the jail is just passing me a copy. Oh, okay. I think it's faint, which is why I wasn't able to read it. Okay, I have it now, Judge. So, Your Honor, as the state pointed out, Mr. Osborne's last felony conviction is from 2003. I don't have information about automatic restoration. If he has some juvenile history, obviously that changes things, but that's not noted on the pretrial services report. So, Your Honor, given that he's still a level 1 nonviolent offender classified on the pretrial services scale, we are asking you to consider releasing Mr. Osborne to pretrial services supervision because it's a victimless crime. But if Your Honor's not inclined to do that, we ask that the court set a bond close to $2,000. Thank you.
Mr. Osborne, your bond set at $10,000 due to the alleged nature of the alleged transactions in this case. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearings October 31st at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. What is your full name, please?
My name is Karen Reynolds.
You are charged with organized retail theft. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent and to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. The state's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation and release you to their supervision. You must comply with the monitoring and treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol. Don't take any illegal drugs. No, don't go back to the store location. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. November 10th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Stay in touch with your attorney and pretrial services. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone's excused. Thank you.